Hey guys, it's Amy Dove, the Keto Queen. I hope you're having a fabulous day, guys. We are home from work and we're fixing to make a delicious dinner. We're cooking chicken Florentine. Guys, if you love spinach and you love a beautiful cream sauce over a fried chicken, oh my gosh, I mean, it all sounds amazing, right? So go ahead and give me some hearts and share this video. Let me know where you're watching from. We're going to get started because we're ready to eat. It's been a day. It's been a good day, but it's been a long day and I'm hungry. So as you jump on, let me know where you're watching from and what you're doing for dinner tonight that's low carb or keto friendly. Go ahead and give me some hearts and share this video if chicken Florentine sounds delicious to you guys. We are going to do this a little different than I did it a long time ago. So it's going to be the first time I cook it this way, but I'm excited. We're first going to air fry our chicken. We're going to air fry the chicken and let it sit. We're going to make our sauce and then combine them together. Or actually, we may just pour that sauce over our chicken. Sounds so good. Our side dish is roasted asparagus. It's already in the oven over there. Guys, all I've done so far is I took the grated Parmesan cheese because we're using grated Parmesan cheese as our crust mix. If you want to use crushed pork rinds, you go right ahead. I'm keeping it super simple. We've got grated Parmesan cheese and I seasoned it with I seasoned it with 2 teaspoons. I'm gonna slow down, of Italian seasoning and garlic powder. That's all I've done. Garlic powder, Italian seasoning, 2 teaspoons of each, and about a cup of Parmesan cheese. And we just mix that up really good. And then we're taking the chicken and I'm going to add just a little bit of avocado oil. You can use olive oil if you prefer. We just want to make sure we get that chicken really good and oiled because that's how our crust is going to stick to the chicken a little good. And it makes it a little thicker, but not thick. Like I don't like a really thick crust. It's going to be a beautiful air fried chicken that we're going to have the Florentine sauce to pour over. So we're going to take this chicken out and we're going to dredge it into the crust mix. Again, I'm using 1 cup of grated Parmesan, 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning, and 2 teaspoons of garlic. And we're just going to press that in and you'll see it's just a beautiful little thin crust of chicken. And we're going to put that over into the air fryer basket. Hopefully I can get all 4 pieces. I'm not sure. I might not be able to get 4 pieces this time. Oh yeah, I got room. All right, so we're just going to dredge the chicken, put it in the air fryer basket. Now I'm not going to start it yet because this chicken is super thin. It probably will take about 15 minutes to cook this chicken. So we're going to wait until we're about midway through the sauce before we actually turn the air fryer on. All right, let me just make sure these are fitting in there. Oh yes, this is gonna be perfect. 1 more piece, I'm cooking 4 pieces. If Ricky's super hungry, then he can have the extra piece, it'll be all right. All right, so let me know where you're watching from and what you're doing for dinner tonight. Guys, if I've ever brought simple, delicious meals to you, please share these videos so we can show everyone how easy it is to change your diet with a very simple low carb or even keto lifestyle. Let me throw this away and wash my hands and we're going to start on this sauce. All right, guys, to start this sauce off, we've got a tablespoon of butter. So I've got a tablespoon of butter over here on my skillet. I'm going to push this back just a little bit. Guys, I am going to be checking comments as we're waiting for different sections of this to cook. So if you have questions, go ahead and put them in the comment. And I want to introduce myself just a second. If you guys are new to my page, I've got several new followers right now. If you're new to my page, my name is Amy. I actually live in Jackson, Tennessee, between Nashville and Memphis. I'm 45. My husband and I are empty nesters, very new at empty nesting. And that is a really good thing for us because we're super blessed that my children live close and we work together and we have a lot of fun together. My family is really tight. We have a family business here in our town where we get to work together with 28 total co-workers that we call our family. And we just like to have fun. I've been eating this way for almost 5 years. I've got some beautiful little fur babies. I've got a new little baby. Her name is Frankie Sue. We've got Little Bit. He's my little Bit Boo Boo Bear, and he is going to be 13 this year. And then my little mid-fur baby, her name is Ellie Mae. We call her May May, and she is going to be 6. So we've got a house of fur babies, but my adult children are gone. My son is Justin and my daughter is Haley. And like I said, we just have a lot of fun together. My son, not so much on social media, so you will see him sprinkled here and there. But me and my daughter spend tons of time together, and we love to share our life. And my husband is a crack up. So if you guys get offended by someone who just loves to crack up and try to embarrass me, I'm sorry. That's just who he is. I love him to death. We've been together since I was 15 and he was 17. And I don't know how many years that is. Let's see, Haley is 25. So we've been married 26 years and 4 years together before that. So anyway, that's a little bit about me. Let's get busy. We are cooking a chicken Florentine if you're just jumping on. Like I said, I've been living this lifestyle for almost 5 years. Like I'm almost, I was supposed to put that in there. I'm almost at my 5-year mark and I love the way I feel. I eat low carb. I eat a variation of keto. Like, I'm not going to say variation. I eat a flexible keto diet, which means I'm not super strict. Some days it's pure keto. Other days it's low carb, but I drink ketones every single day and I feel amazing. So what we're doing right now, guys, to get our Florentine sauce started is we have 1 tablespoon of butter over here in our skillet. I'm trying to get this back so y'all can see it better. And we are now mincing up some garlic. So I'm using about 7 to 8 cloves of garlic. You can do less if you want to. You also can, if you prefer, you can do garlic powder or you can do a little of both. I love to do both because you guys know I love garlic if you watch this page. So we're just going to mince this garlic right into this butter. We're going to cook it for about 30 seconds and then we're going to add the next ingredient. And you can choose which of these ingredients you would like to use. I am personally going to use 1.5 cups of white wine. I'm using a Treminette, which is a semi-sweet wine. I don't have any dry wine. And then, oh man, I got something on my shirt. I never get anything on my shirt. And then, or if you don't want to use the wine, you can use 1.5 cups of chicken broth. So you get to choose which of those you would prefer. If you're looking at the wine and thinking, oh no, I can't have wine, it reduces down. You're not drinking a glass of wine. Let me wash my hands. I'll be right back. All right, and we're just going to saute this garlic butter a couple of seconds. As we're doing this, I am going to take a couple of videos because I am making some reels of some great recipes that I'm also adding to my recipe blog. Hey, sweet girl. Where's my sweet little Frankie May over here watching? Frankie Sue. I don't know why I keep calling her Frankie May. I think I'm crazy. Her name is Frankie Sue. We just gave her the middle name, so. I love little Frankie. All right, so we're sauteing this garlic up, and now you only needed a couple of seconds because you don't want to burn your garlic. The next thing we're going to do is add in our, whoops, I almost put olive oil instead of my wine. I'm using a cup and a half of white wine. The drier, the better. I'm using the semi-sweet because that's all I have in the house. If you don't want to use wine, you can use chicken broth, 1.5 cups. And what we're going to do is we're going to get this heated. We're going to get it simmered. And what we're going to do now is reduce it to half. So we're going to reduce this to half. I'm personally using a Treminette. And like I said, you can decide to do more or little. This is my sweet husband if you guys haven't met him yet. Oh, he's a sweet one. He's a turkey, though. He loves to make fun, and he loves to have fun. Will you put this in the fridge for me, baby? Thank you. It's not cold. He thought he was going to have some.
I know.
It's not cold.
I'll put ice.
Well, that's okay. You don't have to have that cold, actually. It's a semi-sweet. All right, so anyway, Ricky's going to have a glass of that wine. All right, so we are going to turn this heat up so I can get it simmer or get it boiling, and then we're going to turn it down to a simmer. Now, let me make sure I'm not missing anything. So far, we've got our chicken over here in the air fryer ready to go. I'm going to turn it on 350. We're making the chicken air fried instead of frying it. We're going to air fry it as we're cooking this. It'll be super fast. I love air fried chicken. I love it. What we did is took about a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, seasoned it with 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning and garlic powder, mixed it up really well. We got our chicken oiled up really good with our avocado oil, and then we dipped it into the crust mix into the air fryer. Super fast and easy. The recipe is in this post, guys, and you will see it later on the blog. And now we have 1 tablespoon of butter. We simmered up some garlic, and we just added 1.5 cups of white wine. If you don't want to use the wine, you can use 1.5 cups of chicken broth. And we're going to simmer this to about half. We're going to reduce it to half. So if you've got a skillet this full, we're going to reduce that down to half, which means we're cooking out the alcohol. It's just a good flavoring for the Florentine that we're going to make, the Florentine sauce. I'm so excited. I love spinach. Who loves spinach? This is like the best way to eat spinach, either this or cream spinach, which I love too. So this is starting to boil. I'm going to reduce that heat just a second. And then the next thing we're going to do, once this has reduced, is we're going to add some cream cheese and heavy cream. So we're making a creamy sauce. Yes, I know. We are making a creamy sauce. And guys, it's so fast. We literally are almost done. This is going to reduce down to half. Let me turn that down. I'm going to turn it down and start to simmer it. And when this reduces to half, we're going to add that cream cheese. We're going to add that heavy cream, let it simmer for a minute, let it get a little thick. And then we're going to add in our spinach. So it's just a step-by-step. It's really easy. I only cook easy things at my house. So if I'm cooking something that takes me more than 20 to 30 minutes to cook and clean, then it must be a very special occasion. I like super fast, easy meals because we can enjoy cooking, we can enjoy eating, we can enjoy conversation and not be in the kitchen like with stuff up to our elbows and a sink this deep with dirty dishes. Thankfully, my husband loves to help me, so he's behind me. All right. Any questions you guys have, go ahead and put them in the comments. I'm going to check and see if there's any questions you have that I can help you with while we're waiting on this to simmer down. My videos are live videos. There are some reels I post, but primarily most evenings I cook live. Now, that is not a promise to every day of the week. Now, I do have date nights. I have family obligations. I do travel some, thankfully. I love to travel. So that's not, oh, I lost my ring. I just realized when I did this. I got to ring it at work. I left it on the ice machine. Darn it. No, it's not my wedding ring. My wedding ring's on. Anyway, I'm sorry. I lost track of time, but I do travel. I primarily cook live, if you're new to my page, Sunday through Thursday. That's most every day of the week. Sunday through Thursday, unless I'm traveling, unless something comes up with work and I have to work late, or I have a date night. So anyhow, let me see if you guys have any questions while we're waiting on this to simmer. We're just reducing this wine. Ooh, chicken salad. I love chicken salad, Karen. I haven't had any in a long time. My mom used to cook it. Yeah, I need to make me some. My mom makes a great chicken salad. She spends all the time shredding up that chicken, and putting it in the processor. It's so good. Hey, Tina. We had bunless cheeseburgers with the fixings for our keto slaw. Yum. I decided to do a few chicken buffalo shuffles. Ooh, darn girl, that sounds delicious. Hey, sweet Frankie. Oh no, Phyllis. I've got good connection on my side. Having bacon wrapped chicken thighs and green beans. That sounds amazing, Carol. Gumbo keto site. All right, guys, if you need getting started tips, make sure you put getting started in the comments. I should have told you that right off the bat. All of my new followers, if you've never gotten my getting started tips, I would love to share them with you. Ooh, rotel chicken, Donna. I hope you loved it. I loved it. Oh, Sandra's making Tuscan chicken. I thought about doing shrimp, some Tuscan shrimp pretty soon. So I love shrimp, but I have to space it out like a long time in between because my husband is sick to death of seafood because his mom is from Spain and they had lots of seafood. Rotisserie chicken yesterday and eating on it for 3 meals. Yum. I love rotisserie chicken. I can do rotisserie chicken all the time. I love it. And you can make tons of casseroles with it too, but I like it just right off the chicken bone. All right, we are just simmering this until we reduce it by half. So we got a couple of minutes. I'm going to go ahead and start my chicken though, because the good news is when the chicken is done cooking, I can just pull it right out because the sauce is going to be hot. And if I need to nook it to get it really warm for a second, I can certainly do that. Yes, anyone who needs getting started tips, just put getting started in the comments. And let me know if you haven't already where you're watching from and what you're doing for dinner tonight. If this sounds delicious, guys, please give me some hearts and share this video. We want to show people how easy it is to transition their diet to low carb or keto, where we know we're seeing tons of fat loss, we're seeing energy, we're seeing focus, we're seeing all the benefits. And guys, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. Chicken tenders with Parmesan cheese. Yes, Helen, aren't they delicious? I still haven't even put those on the blog yet. I've got so much stuff to add to the blog this weekend. I have a lot of beautiful pictures of food that I have not put on the blog yet. All right, I'm going to turn this up just a little bit. And I've got my chicken on here for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is really all I'm going to need. I've got some asparagus in the oven. If you guys are interested in seeing that, I'll show you what we're doing with the asparagus. Super easy as well. So the asparagus we just put on a baking dish. I just seasoned it with salt and pepper, heavily drizzled with avocado oil. It's on 350 and it's just roasting away. We love it soft and almost burnt at the flour end. That's how Ricky loves it. You can cook it just like this. It's delicious. If you want to do more, you can totally do more. But we love it just plain roasted asparagus. All right. We're just waiting on this to reduce, and I'm waiting to see if any more questions come through. Ooh, shuffle burgers, that sounds awesome. Sausage balls for dinner, ooh, Peg. I'm so glad you guys love all the recipes. I'm so glad. Had flounder, ooh, Rosalie, that sounds good. I haven't had flounder, like, I don't know when the last time I had flounder. It's been a long time. I rarely ever cook fish here because my family tends to complain about the smell. I love fish out for date nights. I love date nights. As a matter of fact, nope. Okay, Saturday we got a fundraiser to go to. Dang, I was just thinking I might have to go to the river and get me some fish. All right, so this is taking really slow. I'm gonna turn it up higher. I said to simmer it, but when you're cooking fast, I'm impatient. That is one of my worst traits, is being impatient, and it is a real trait of mine. That is the worst trait I've got. All right, so I've got 3 ounces of cream cheese. Next, we're gonna add the cream cheese and the heavy cream. We're gonna add the cream cheese first and let it start to get soft and melt, and then we're gonna add the heavy cream. We're gonna let that simmer a minute, and then we're gonna add in our spinach. So I just got bags of pre-washed spinach. Yes, I'm lazy, it's okay. It may not be as cheap as buying the spinach and washing it myself, but it's ready to go. So I'm just gonna open up this bag and throw it right in, and then we will squeeze a little bit of a lemon. So guys, this sounds delicious. I'm excited to eat it. We love chicken Florentine. Let's see. Creamy sauce shrimp. Oh, you're talking about the what was it called? What did I call it? The queso shrimp dip? Oh, the queso shrimp. I think it was queso shrimp, was it? Queso, yeah, it was delicious. I'm glad you loved it, Lori. Having Haley's pepperoni pizza. I love that, Troy. Yvonne, I'm going to tell Haley about that. Haley taught me how to do those little pizzas on the tortilla shells. What, they tell you to do something, Ricky? Oh. All right, we're just going to keep on cooking this. I'm waiting for it to reduce to half. It's reduced some, but it definitely is not reduced to half. But we're going to be finishing up in just a few minutes. I'm just turning it up on high heat so it'll cook a little faster for me. And like I said, I used minced garlic. You can use minced garlic and garlic powder. You can do garlic powder alone. You can do minced garlic on its own. Really up to you. You guys know I love garlic. So I am going to add a little garlic powder, but I'm going to taste it first. I'm not going to add anything if it's not necessary. Coarse salt and pepper goes in everything. We did not salt and pepper the chicken. I will definitely salt and pepper my sauce, my Florentine sauce. Waiting on it to reduce. Let me throw this in the sink. All right, any questions you guys have, just put them in the comments. We're almost to the next section. And guys, I went through the steps. The recipe is in this post. If you don't want to watch, it's not going to hurt my feelings. We cook live, which means I can't stop this and be like, pause. Let me come back in 20 minutes. So I can't pause these videos. They are live. But we're almost there. We're almost there. Oh, it looks really good too. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add in my cream cheese now. Now, when I put my cream cheese in, I wouldn't just put this whole block of 3 ounces. Cut it up because it lets it melt a little faster. So we're going to cut in little chunks of this cream cheese. It's going to melt pretty good. And then we're going to add in our heavy cream. So 3 ounces of cream cheese, and we're going to do a full cup of heavy cream. Now, you can do less if you want to. You don't have to cook all that I'm cooking. I only have 4 pieces of chicken, so I got a feeling I'm going to have some left. But guess what? That just means I can save it and use it another day. Let me wash my hands. Oh, Frankie. Girl, your face is soaking wet. You get my floor soaking wet, you little precious baby. My little Frankie. Sue. All right, look at that. That's looking good. All right, and now we're going to add in our cream, our heavy cream. We're going to do a full cup of heavy cream, and we're going to make sure this is simmering. And as the heavy cream simmers, it's going to get thicker and thicker. Can I say that all right? Okay, I'm trying to get it. Sorry guys, I'm trying to help you here. All right, let's see. Sorry, I thought the darn skillet was in there. All right, so we've got this on medium-high heat right now because I want to make sure I get this hot and simmering. and then we can turn it down if we want to. So at this point, we're just going to allow this heavy cream and cream cheese to thicken into a sauce. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh no, we're good. So we have 1 tablespoon of butter. We sauteed some minced garlic. After that, we added 1.5 cup of white wine. You can use chicken broth if you prefer. You're going to cook that down to half, so reduce that liquid down to half, cooking the alcohol out. And then you're going to add 3 ounces of cream cheese and 1 cup of heavy cream. And we're just going to allow this to soften and thicken. That's all we're doing now. Once this really starts to thin out, or not thin out, when the cream cheese starts to melt really good and it starts to thicken as we simmer, you know, heavy cream will thicken as it simmers, we're going to next add our spinach. Now, I'm using 3 bags of spinach because I want to have a lot of veggies. This is 6 ounces, so I say about 3 cups. 3 cups of spinach would be great. Oh, and that chicken's looking good too. And when we add the spinach to the pan, all we're going to do is let it simmer because that spinach will wilt. And once it's wilted, that's when we will add the lemon. I'm going to go ahead and salt and pepper this because I haven't put any salt and pepper in anything. I personally love to salt and pepper all of my foods. I love Redmond's real salt as my salt replacement. I don't use white table salt. I use a good pink Himalayan salt or a real sea salt. So I personally love Redmond's real salt. If you want information on that, just put real salt in the comments and I will send you the link of what I like to buy. You don't have to buy what I have. You can use Walmart brand pink Himalayan salt if you want to, but I do believe that you should replace your white table salt with a good mineral salt to make sure that the salt you're using is not stripped from all the minerals. When we eat low carb, especially keto, we have to replace our minerals every single day. So you want a really good electrolyte supplement, and pink salt can be that. Another one. Oh, this is looking good. Look at that, y'all. Can you see that all right? It's starting to thicken. Starting to thicken. Not all the way yet, but it's getting there. It's getting there. I'm going to turn it down on lower heat because I have it up really high. My asparagus should be getting done. Oh man, this is looking so yummy. Now, I definitely want it thicker than this. We are going to be adding the spinach, and that's going to thicken it a little, but no. You want that sauce to actually be a sauce. You don't want it to be milky or watery. We'll taste it in a few minutes to see if we need any garlic powder or anything added. My chicken is smelling delicious over here. It looks really good. It smells really good. Now, when this is a completed meal, you can have 2 options. You can put your chicken right back in this and flip it just to coat it with the sauce, or you can take your chicken and pour your Florentine sauce over the top. That's what I plan to do. And you'll see I'm just looking to see if it's getting thicker and thicker. You can decide when you want to stop. The good thing about this is if you get it too thick, you actually can add some more chicken broth to it, or just a little hint of heavy cream to thin it back out. But I don't like to do that if I don't have to. So I just like to watch it. I keep forgetting to get my real salt. I have to order from Amazon. Yeah, I've been ordering mine from Amazon. There is one store in Jackson that has it, but it's nowhere close to me, and I always forget to buy it. No, Terry, heavy cream and heavy whipping cream is the same thing. We just call it heavy cream instead of saying the whole thing. What are you looking for, babe?
Controller.
Controller to what?
It's security.
I'm sure it would be in the drawer.
Yeah, it's not in there.
No, I mean, it should be in the drawer of the thing if we have one.
It's not in
Did you look in the drawer by the window?
there. Yeah. No.
Look there, but I don't think it's in there. All right, so you see this is getting thicker, guys. Do you see the difference? It's no longer really watery. It's really starting to thicken up. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start adding my spinach because we're going to keep this on a really low simmer as the spinach is being added. And because I'm doing 3 bags, I'm going to do one at a time. And if you want to, you can certainly take this out and cut all the stems off. I don't. I just add it right in there. And we're going to do one bag at a time because you'll see we're adding quite a bit in the skillet. And as it wilts, it will reduce into smaller amounts. So as it wilts, we can add more to make it easier to stir up and to make sure it's hot, because that heat is what's going to wilt the spinach. Whoops, spilled it out. All right, that one's already down in my skillet, so I'm going to add the next. Look at that. That's a lot of spinach. I may just do the 2 bags. Let me see what it looks like after I get it in there. I may just do the 2 bags and save the other one for salad, because I've got salad left over still from the weekend, and I may eat me a side salad tonight. Ooh, man, it looks good, don't it? It looks like a big bowl of spinach right now. We're going to let this spinach wilt, and I think I'm good with 2 bags, I think I am. So I'm going to stop there and put this other bag in my refrigerator real quick. And if you want to, you can actually cover the skillet to make the to get it hot, or to make the spinach wilt faster. But not a problem. You can just stir it occasionally, or keep stirring it, because I'm a stirrer, and it will wilt and get really super soft. I am going to taste that sauce in just a minute. I'm just waiting on the spinach to wilt, and then I will add a little squeeze of lemon. So I like lemon. I like lemon in my chicken Florentine, so I'll probably squeeze half of a lemon. You can leave the lemon out if you don't want to. If you don't want to add it, that's up to you. Lord, I'm making a mess. Mommy's making a mess, hardly. Ah. Oh man, that looks good. And that chicken is pretty done. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. That chicken looks really good. I'm going to show it to you. Hang on one second. So this is the chicken that we will put the Florentine sauce over, and it looks really good, right? Super yummy. Now, if you wanted to, you could test the temperature of that chicken, or you can cook it long. I don't like to overcook chicken. I have been doing this for so long, I can look at it. It's thin cut chicken, so I know it's done. If you needed to cut it open and look at the doneness, or use a thermometer, you do that. All right, I am just letting this cook and turn this up just a little bit. We want to get it super hot so that we can get all of this spinach wilted really good. Ooh, it looks really good. Looks really, really good. All right, let me get a little spoon so I can taste this. Now, you can decide if you want to serve it as is. Like, everybody likes their spinach a little different, right? I like mine really wilted. Some people like it a little crunchy. That's so good. I am going to add that lemon squeeze. Oh my goodness. That's really, really good, y'all. Don't worry, I'm not cutting my counter. I'm going almost to the floor, and then I rip it open. Ooh, that's a lot of lemon juice right there. All right, I'm going to turn that back down on the simmer and just stir. Ooh, that's got a really good flavor. It's so yummy. So you can decide if you're done, like if this is the consistency that you want, if you like that spinach just like that, or you can keep on cooking and let it wilt even more. Spinach is different depending on how long you cook it. So you guys know how you like your spinach. If you don't know, then taste it. Start tasting it now. And if you like it is, stop. And if you want it super, super soft and wilted, keep on cooking. I'm turning this back up on a little bit of higher heat so I can keep simmering this heavy cream. Definitely want that cream to thicken up just a little more, which I should have let do before I added the spinach, but it is what it is. All right, guys. Oh, thank you, Sharon. I'm so glad you love them. I love that lasagna recipe. It really is the best lasagna recipe that I've ever had, eating low carb and keto for a long time. Debbie, I am taking some videos so I can make a reel with this later to use later. All right, guys, the recipe is in this post. We are pretty much finished. So I am going to go ahead and turn this off. And if I can help you with anything, you guys just let me know. And of course, I will post the finished product on the page in just a little while. I know the recipe is going to be delicious, so we will put it in the blog later and post for you guys. It's here if you want to go ahead and look at it, but when we post the picture later, it will be there as well. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning up. Y'all have an awesome night. Bye.